All right, there we go. Hey guys, I'm Aaron Bull. Great to see you. Happy Thursday. For those of you celebrating 4th of July, happy 4th of July. Others call it Happy National Fireworks Day. Happy Put It in Reverse Terry Day. Whatever day you're celebrating, I hope it's a great one. I am definitely glad to be able to see you guys again. I am doing this using StreamYard, which I just found. I stumbled across it, but thank God for it because I can talk to y'all again. As you know, I have to do all my lives from my laptop because I don't have enough subscribers to do it from my phone. And I had a couple of different apps that I use, but I made my pictures like real small and everything else or whatever. So I have a viable option now. Hopefully I can get my screen share to work properly. I actually just did a broadcast, but when I went back, I wasn't showing y'all my screen properly, so I'm gonna try it again. But before we get into that, I hope y'all having a great day. I'm happy to be able to do this again. I really missed it. I know I've been doing my pre-recorded videos and just uploading videos periodically. And I thank you guys for watching those, and thank you for your support as always. But it's always a pleasure when I get to sit down and talk with y'all. So I'm glad to be able to do that. And, just in the spirit of fun, I do have a couple of things to go over. We're going to get into just a little bit of politics. Then we're going to get to some goofy stuff. And then, we'll wrap it up and get on out of here before it gets dark and we can find a good place on the lawn and watch some fireworks or whatever. That's what you're going to do. But, all right, let me see if I can pull up this presentation that I did on PowerPoint to help me facilitate this video. So let's see if we can get it going the right way. Let's see if I can see my comments real quick because I need somebody to tell me if you can see this. All right, so now we got it in the live stream. All right. Back on here. Is it in there? Give me a second. I'm gonna open my YouTube and see what happens. I don't have anybody telling me if they can see me or not, but it's all right. I'm gonna give it a shot and hopefully it'll work. All right. I should have called my mama and told her to look at me. Yeah, as always, I like to start with my intro if I can get it to work. All right, so let's talk about Kamala Harris real quick. As you know, she is the U.S. Senate Representative of California, formerly Attorney General and District Attorney in California. A lot of things. She's coming to the crosshairs of America on a couple of different reasons. One of them is her race, and it's irrelevant, but for the record, her father is Jamaican and her mother is Indian. She was born in California, so she is an American, and she's over the age of 35. She has been in the country for over 14 years, so she's an American. She can run for presidency. All right, great. But the issue is that she's not good for Black people. She has not really supported any policies that benefit us. She has explicitly stated that she would not pass any legislature or laws that would strictly benefit Black people. However, she is one of the forerunners on this DACA reform or immigration reform, as well as the Dreamers Act. And I'm not against immigration. It has nothing to do with that. But if you are not going to support policy for one group of Americans, you should not support it. Support any policy that would strictly benefit one group. So, be uniform on that. Otherwise, it comes across a little contradictory at best. Also, and real quick, she's against criminal justice reform. She recently pivoted on her stance on on legalizing marijuana. Initially, she was against it, and then she got close to entering the race. She kind of switched a little bit. I guess she's going with the flow, but whatever. Also, she has fought to uphold wrongful convictions. She opposed statewide regulations requiring police officers to wear body cameras. She had a controversial anti-truancy bill that sought to punish parents and children of, that were skipping school. And one of the cases involved a homeless woman. And eventually the charges were dropped, but initially charges were brought against the homeless woman rather than, it's kind of self-explanatory. It's not an excuse like, well, your kids don't have to go to school, but why not help that woman get into a program and get back on her feet and, do those types of things so that she can have a good home to send her children from. But nevertheless, I'm not going to stay on this for too long. This is a fun day. We're relaxing, but I just want to be clear on the issue with Kamala Harris. A lot of people are questioning her nationality, that whole birtherism thing or whatever. It's irrelevant. We don't care if she's Black. We care about her Black agenda. And a lot of people have asked, why should a candidate have just strictly a Black agenda? Well, the issue is that number one, and let's take America's favorite president, number 44, Barack Obama. And honestly, he's my favorite president, although I have to say he didn't do anything strictly for Black people. He didn't. He didn't help progress us. But he did shatter the stereotype of the ceiling in getting, our first Black president. He was articulate. He was handsome, well-dressed, well-spoken, intelligent, family man. His wife, they have a loving, strong family, 8 years with zero scandal, no controversies. So he was good for the image of Black people, but not really good for the situation that Black people were in. At best, he just maintained the status quo of benign neglect. So he did no harm, he did no benefit either. But with that being the case, I say all that to say that, we can't vote based on just a candidate's race with the expectation of if they're Black, they're going to take care of Black. That's not the case. So now we as Black people are at the point where we are holding these candidates accountable to us. Because, all of those little, I won't say little, but all of the legislature and policies and everything that benefit all rarely trickle down to the Black community. That's just a reality. So now we have to speak up. We have to speak up. And, for those saying, well, why you got to make it about race? Why you got to make it about race? We're not making it necessarily about race. It's about us. So we're Black. So we're looking for a Black agenda. Immigrants are, immigrants. So they're looking for immigration reform. It's what you do. You speak up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about Black people is we have not done that previously. We kind of just rode the wave and we went along, bought into that, all policies benefit all. No, because by the time that all policy is, all doled out and everything else and it trickles down, it ain't touching us. It ain't touching us. But nevertheless, then one last thing about her also is that she is against reparations. That's another thing. So we're going to move on. While we're still in politics, I guess we can call it politics or the circus or something. 45's 4th of July. Give me just a second. I want to make sure that you all can see this. Let me see if you can see me. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but because I don't want to go back through this and y'all can't see this. Hey, babe. Hey, so I'm in the middle of doing a live, but I just want to see, can you see my PowerPoint presentation on YouTube right now? Yeah. Okay, what do you see? You see 45 up there? Or you just see me?
I'm not sure how to help with that yet.
Yes. Yes. So you don't see my PowerPoint? You don't see. Okay, but I got a picture up of the 45's 4th of July and stuff like that. You don't see that? Oh, okay. So I've been wasting my time. Oh, all righty then. All right. Love you. Uh, okay. All right. So I've really just been putting on this presentation and y'all can't even see it. That's, I wonder, let me see. Add to stream. Okay. So I see it up there. I really want y'all to see this because I worked hard on it. But nevertheless, I'm going to talk anyway. If you can't see the pictures, then I just have to do something else. But yeah, so moving on with the politics though. So you got 45's 4th of July special going on. Oh, okay, that's my aunt texting me. I thought she was texting me about this video. All right, so it says to share my entire screen. All right, so I'm going to stop my screen share and see if I can just share the PowerPoint thing. Okay. So I'm trying to multitask, guys, and it's not really working out for me. I need somebody to tell me if they can see me. But anyway, so let me just go through this. I'm going to do it. It did. Sorry, I'll work it out, but next go around. But of course, you know, you have 45's 4th of July going on, complete with tanks, Blue Angel fighter jets, 21 gun salute, Air Force One flyover, and an expanded fireworks show thanks to fireworks donor who also got a reprieve on tariffs. Convenient. Then you got a speech by 45. It's probably going to be a campaign that, although he has promised it will not be a political conversation, whatever. And you have the anti-Trump protest complete with little baby Donald Trump in a diaper. And I want to do a PSA real quick. I really wish I could see if y'all could see this. Oh, okay. So there's my aunt saying she can see me. But let me get back into this. At some level, this is showing. So I'm going to do it like this. Okay, not like that because I can't see. Let's see. All right, there we go. So I wanted to do a PSA on handicap spaces because one of my best friends of over 10 years now is wheelchair bound. I just call her wheelchair bound, you know, at best because she's not disabled because she get around better than I do most days. But one thing that we do run into is issues with people parking in either the handicap parking spots or the handicap spaces, which is like, and this picture is going to be the yellow lines. So I wanted to just show you some pictures of the importance of what this is about and why you need to leave those spaces as well as the parking spots open. Of course, you know, in this day and age, most of us are familiar, you know, don't park in a handicap parking spots. We got that. But you will have some people that park in the handicap spaces, which are just going to be those yellow lines or the blue lines in the lower picture. And as you can see over to the right, there's a woman who has a van, a wheelchair accessible van. So that's what those lines are for. It's 4 spaces for the van to open up, the ramp to come down, and the wheelchair bound person to be able to roll on and off without, without being squeezed out or running into somebody else's vehicle. And if you look at the top left corner where you see the yellow lines leading up to the ramp, that is important, because if you look over to the left, that's a pretty steep curb, which, for a walking person is no problem for us to step up. However, those yellow lines lead to the only point of access for strollers and wheelchairs. And if somebody is parked there, a person who is wheelchair bound and not in a motorized wheelchair or vehicle cannot get up that curb. So my best friend just recently moved. She ran into an issue with one of her new neighbors that refuses to move their vehicle. And she can't get on and off the curb unassisted. So I wanted to just do a PSA real quick on that, because for me as an able-bodied person, I never gave it a second thought. I knew the rules. Don't park in the handicap parking spots. Cool. But I didn't think anything about those yellow lines or the handicap spaces, which I said, like I said, will allow for wheelchair accessible vehicles to have room to, let the ramp down and things like that, as well as the ramp leading up to the curb. So let's just be mindful of that, please, guys. All right. So now we're going to get into some fun stuff. Sorry, my screen's going backwards. So you got this cucumber challenge going on. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but it is the most ridiculous thing. It is vulgar. It is disgusting. It is trashy. And it is damaging to the essence of women. You know what I mean? Like, why? Okay, so first of all, let me tell you what the cucumber challenge is. You have groups and groups of women just videoing themselves sucking on these cucumbers as a way, to demonstrate their oral abilities, I guess. I don't know. But we're adults, so that just kind of comes with the territory in grown folks' world. Why are you putting that on display? And then you're going to turn around and want to be treated like a woman rather than, less than. I'll just leave it at that. So you got to be fair. You got to be fair and you got to be reasonable. And it's just a trashy, disgusting challenge. You know what I mean? Like, why degrade yourself that way? I mean, I guess it just goes with this whole new, I don't know if y'all seen the $40 thought thing or whatever. I don't know. Apparently women are selling themselves sexually for $40. I don't know. I don't. $40. That's all you were. Like, I'm not even gonna get into it. But these cucumber challenge is ridiculous. We really got to do better. We got to do better. And I was not surprised to see the number of palm-colored individuals participating in this challenge, but I was really disappointed to see us participating in this challenge. Like, why? But anyways, we'll move on. The next dumb challenge: licking ice cream and putting it back in the grocery store. Like, ugh. So here I have a picture of the woman who was, I think she was arrested in Texas for doing that. Bluebells hunted her down. You hear me? They was like, you ain't gonna be tampering with our ice cream, baby. That's our name. So they came after her, and now she's facing up to 20 years. I'm sure she won't get 20 years, but I do hope that she faces some sort of prosecution or some, consequence for that, because that's nasty. That's disgusting. And it is leading to a new trend. There's multiple videos. I've seen one of another girl licking Edie's ice cream and putting it back. Then I saw one of a boy who dug his hand into the ice cream, licked the ice cream, put the ice cream back, and put the whole thing back in the the freezer. Like, that's disgusting, y'all. And of course, it's younger people. It is young people. I don't know if it's because school's out or what, but I mean, like, that didn't even occur to us. Now, best, we might have stole from the grocery store, but we ain't, contaminating people. Like, that's germs. That's nasty. No, that's disgusting. But we're gonna move on. So now, People are upset that a black girl is playing Ariel in a cartoon, mind you, but she's playing The Little Mermaid. Why are we upset about this, people? And of course, I say we, it's not us. It's not us. But, you know, anytime that we get limelight, there's going to be backlash behind it. So her name is Halle Bailey. She's a singer. She can rock it. Do your thing, girl. Do your thing. And that is pretty much it. That's all that I've got. I had a slide on here for questions and answering. Let's see. Okay, cool. And just a reminder, we are now on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. We have an email address and we have a website, which I will put in the description of this video because it is entirely too long. But, you know, it's one of those free websites. I made it on Wix. So it's like missaaron1127.wixsite.com/I am Aaron Bull. Like, bruh, it's too long. It's too long. Also, anybody interested in making donations can be made via Cash App at $I am Aaron Bull or PayPal, which is paypal.me/I am Aaron Bull. And I am going to stop sharing my screen so y'all can see me by myself. All right, cool. So in closing, I hope that you all have a great day. Whatever you are doing to celebrate it, do it safely. I don't know if y'all are working tomorrow. I don't know how this works. I'm not working right now, so every day is an off day for me. But I just hope y'all have fun. Be safe. As always, thank you so much for your support. And I will be seeing you again soon. Y'all have a great day. I am Aaron Bull.